Hi, thanks for tuning in today, where we are going to be taking a little closer look at one of the flutes from my collection. This particular flute is a replica of a flute that Vernon MacNeil established to help teach Native Americans, reteach Native Americans some of their craft that was taken away from them by the early missionaries and settlers that kind of displaced them. I will list information about Vernon down in the description box below, along with measurements and things like that. This replica of a Vernon MacNeil flute was made by Jon Norris. I will put his contact information down there also. He does about 4 different replicas. I have one other one that I got from him. This one is quite different. It's kind of in between a G sharp and an A, but my biggest draw to this was occasionally I will do instruction at elementary schools, things like that, on kind of some history about the Native American style flute. This particular flute has a wonderful warble. It's not warmed up right now. This is what it sounds like with no effects. I don't play it enough to try to learn specific songs or anything like that. This is made from walnut. It has a very high and pretty deep chimney, along with a brass spacer that is not set into place. It is, you can move it and change that positioning, which affects a lot of things. It affects the tuning a little bit, it affects the warble greatly, and so I haven't messed with it much because I don't want to lose that warble, to be quite honest. Has fairly evenly spaced finger holes. Not quite evenly sized, and I have to push just a little bit extra air into the highest note to play in tune to the flute. Other than that, it plays in tune to itself very well. The scale that I played, I need my cheat sheet from Jon Norris. That was the blues major scale. This is what I would refer to as mode 2-5, and I think that is mode 5. Mode 2 is what Jon refers to as a pentatonic major. And let me back up a step. Mode 5 is keeping the 5th hole down covered. The next one is keeping the 3rd hole or 4th hole down covered. And going back to the blues major scale. And that's without trying to incorporate the warble. To get the warble, you have to reach kind of what I'm going to call a plateau in breath pressure. The amount of air that you're moving through the flute. All holes closed is the only time that is really present. Light breath plays just normally. Raising the amount of air, gradually, I will hit that warble. And then if I surpass that, it will break to the next octave. It will get pretty fast, rapid warble, but I kind of like that medium fast version. That's the one that I kind of prefer over that one. I hope that makes sense. Now, let's add a little bit of reverb and delay. cool when you can work that warble in where it isn't distracting, annoying, whatever. Make it a part of the music. I don't play this flute a ton. I rarely pick it up. I practiced with it just a little bit before making this video. There is another scale. Let's see if I can do this. This is the minor pentatonic. I missed the fingering coming back down. There, I got it. And that's the first time really I've messed around with that. There's another scale that he gives, and I don't know if I can play that one. That's supposed to be a diatonic major scale. And that is the first time I've tried that one. The Vernon MacNeil Replica flute made by Jon Norris. Very cool flute. If you're into some of the traditional type flutes, sounds, and things from way back, this gives a good example of that. Very, very cool flute. He has put in 8 tuning holes, 4 sets of 2 around the foot end, the breath hole in a nicely tapered mouthpiece. And as far as I know, this is as exact of a replica as Jon Norris was capable of creating from one of Vernon's original flutes. I want to thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't yet, please subscribe and click the little bell down by the subscription button so that you could be notified the next time I post a video. Could be taking a first look at a musical item that comes to me, or taking a more in-depth look at a flute in particular, or a guitar. Those are my 2 main instruments. But this channel is more focused around the Native American style flute, which in my music videos, it gets the spotlight shown on it. It kind of tells the story. It takes the melody line in most cases in place of lyrics, for example. Could be solo, or it could be with many other instruments as well. I do tutorials on how to play the Native American style flute, one of the simplest melodical instruments in the world to learn how to play in its basic form. Most are made in what is called a mode 1/4, a minor pentatonic scale. This is a little bit different. These two types of flutes were some of the main ones. The diatonic flute was probably the third, which this will do that, but it takes some different fingering than a typically diatonic tuned flute would take, regardless. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you have a fantastic day. Thanks again for watching. Take care.